Alright, so in this week's edition of Snarky Trousers, Monica and I are showing you around our respective neighborhoods. So this is mine. I live in a little suburb in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's called Mount Lebanon. And I'm just walking from my house. That's my house. That one right over there. And this is where I live. We've got a pretty brick road, and I'm pretty sure that if you live on this street, it's a requirement that you have a little lion statuette somewhere on your property. This is our favorite little bit of haunted property around Mount Lebanon. Fantastic little stairs leading, nowhere in a bunch of creepy plant life. Wonder what's going on around there. This is our church. It's St. Bernard's. People call it the Cathedral of the South Hills. I guess you kind of live in the South Hills, this being the top of the hill and my house being at the bottom of it. If there were to be a huge flood in Pittsburgh, we would die first, which is it's good to know. Over there we've got Mount Lebanon Graveyard, the clock tower. Before we bought our house, we lived in an apartment back there, and we'd get to nap, we'd have to go down one of these creepy alleyways. That's our library over there. And this is the high school. I was a member there for senior year. I did theater and orchestra there senior year, so that was fun. One thing I never understood, for some reason Pittsburgh decided they didn't like the term speed bumps and decided to call the little, speed bumps speed humps instead. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Alright, and here we are back in the land of brick coming into view. There's my house again. We tell people that we're the house next to the big white van, and it's sort of true. Anyway, that's where I live, so the end.
So here we are, starting my tour of the neighborhood, and yeah, my feet are all wet now because it just rained here, but oops, hand. Tour of my neighborhood in Londonderry, New Hampshire, which is, classic suburbia. And I'm sure my neighbors are wondering why the heck I'm walking around barefoot talking to a video camera. But, whatever. So I'm going to start off, that's my house. There's my car. We're special. We live over the top of the hill. It's nice. I like my house. This is the abandoned neighbor's house. We didn't really like them, which makes me feel a little bit bad because, well, he died. And they had evil dogs that we didn't like very much, but now they're gone, and the neighborhood's much quieter. Well, there's another house. We don't really know those people. We're not a real close neighborhood. But my brother thinks I'm crazy. I didn't even tell him what I was doing. That's our other neighbor's house. We kind of know them. This is our actual next door neighbor's house. This is probably my favorite house on this house on the street. It's gorgeous and giant, and we used to know the people live there, but then they moved to I don't know, Oklahoma or something. But the house is amazing, and they have really cool stuff in their backyard, and someday I am going to live in it. That's not creepy, right? This is the Hercules of mailboxes, which I hit with my car. I twisted the pole a little, but didn't really do any damage to it. It blew off my rearview mirror and can openered my fender. And in that house are some more people we used to hang out when we were kids, and they used to have awesome Halloween parties. And then we, went to other people's neighborhoods where we actually have friends. I'm pretty sure none of my neighbors are home right now. It's a good thing about doing this in the middle of the day. I think they have a shed back there. And this is our little man-made pond, which has a bunch of grass in it, and you can't really see that it's a pond. And yeah, and it had to be dug because there's no fire hydrant on our street. And sometimes it just dries up and is completely useless. So yeah, good job there. And this used to be a bench, and I don't know what happened to the top part of it. Now it's not a bench anymore, which makes it a little bit sad. This house is always for sale. There's been so many people who have lived in it in the almost 20 years that I have lived on this street. Check out that really cool top window. That's what that looks like from this side, and it would be really, really cool. And now you can see that I live at the top of a very steep hill, and now I have to walk all the way back up it without any shoes on because, I'm a genius. It's actually really pretty from this angle. Oh, I love living in Hampshire. Where I live, I like it. And, see you next time, maybe.
You've just witnessed the distilled awesome, which is Snarky Trousers. It's pretty awesome.